Good morning, carnivorous plant friends and gardening friends. Nate Grays here. It's a wonderful 35, 40-degree day in New Hampshire. It is causing some snow melt, and so you can start to see some of the tops of plants peek out from beneath the snow. You can also see that there are some plants that have survived and have been much taller through the winter temperatures so far. It is, of course, mid-January, so we still have quite a lot of winter to go through. But I now garden in zone 5B rather than 4B, so winter is much shorter for me than it was. I'm no longer focused so much on purpurea hybrids, getting purpureas into some of the plants to give them better cold hardiness. Now I can grow a lot of stuff like leucos and flavas much better than I could before. What I figured out in zone 4B was that Oreos, or that's Oreophylas, their hybrids, as well as purpureas and their hybrids are really key. They really did well. They bloomed. They didn't always, the Oreos and the flavas didn't usually set seed, but they seemed to do pretty well. Occasionally you could get some. It really depended. I did have quite a smaller number of pollinators up there at a smaller garden, so less ability to attract them, but also they just didn't seem to be as involved as down here. I have been growing these all summer down here, and you can see I really have some nice plants that have come through. I did acquire a number of plants over the summer, mostly through gifts from friends. So we're trying all sorts of stuff. You can see a nice Sarracenia minor here. That should grow here quite well. I know someone in Vermont in zone 5A that was growing minor. It seemed to do okay. We'll see. I really do just experiment with plants, see what does well, what doesn't, and try to go from there. I have learned that even though my area here is in better sun, I don't always get as much nice flush color as you would down south. So I'm hopeful I can get some of those nice, beautiful red hybrids that I see pictures of online. I'm always envious of, and introduce them and have some hybridization going on here. Now, I didn't really have time this summer to do a whole lot with breeding, so everything was just open pollinated. I did get a number of seeds from leucos and from flavas and Oreos this year, along with, of course, purpurea. So I'm very hopeful that the crop of seedlings in the coming year will be pretty magnificent. You can see I also have some rhodora right there. That's a pink one. I have a rhodora over there that's a white one. And really at this point, just kind of seeing what makes it through the first year. I don't have any doubt that everything will, but it's really just nice to have a more permanent setting for my bogs and to see how they flourish. And they really have done quite well in this spot, as you can tell from this morning glare off the snow. This is a very, very sunny spot. And I thought that it would be a great morning to make this little video and to begin documenting a year in the life of these carnivores outside, and also really the rest of my garden. And I'll be working on that throughout the rest of the year, of course, interspersed with projects, and hopefully there'll be a little bit less road noise next time I make a video. Well, thanks everyone, and looking forward to reconnecting with all of you. That's all for now.